We're reporting on ourselves. We're reporting on ourselves. You mean the private channels on YouTube?
Okay. Do you have any license?
We don't need a license.
No. This is Speaker's Corner.
We don't need no
Are you
license.
security from the park?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Speaker's Corner.
Okay.
Yeah. This is every Sunday. Don't worry about it.
Let's continue.
Speak to a policeman. They'll tell you.
Let's continue. I don't know, like, don't pay them any attention, man. Come on.
So
who's paying them any
so
attention?
this
No. And we can find also about 200
Did
years.
you know this is another prophecy about Muhammad?
Hold on.
Did you know that?
Hold on.
Did you know
100
that?
years, whatever you say.
But did you know that?
Because it mentions Kedar. That's the
No,
only reason
no,
why.
no. Let's talk about it. Read
Okay,
it.
I will talk about it.
Read it.
We'll talk about it.
No, read it.
About a couple hundred years, prior to Jesus' coming, yeah? Guess what? Do you know what happened? These people during this area actually converted
Kalam,
to
it
Judaism.
was nice talking to you.
Did you know that?
Kalam, it was nice talking to you.
So now tell me, how
Thank
is
you
this
so
talking
much.
about?
Now you can
how
go
is
on
this
your
talking
victory
about
parade. You killed my time and my neck. Sorry, not my neck, my throat. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go to the doctor tomorrow. And,
So next time, Adnan, you can
get
tell
it
us how
checked.
this is
Maybe
talking
it's bleeding
about
now.
Muhammad.
Maybe it's bleeding now.
Next time you can tell us how
Okay.
this is talking about Muhammad.
Oh, really?
So
really?
2117.
Kalam, with you,
No, listen, 2117.
I
next time,
believe,
talk
I
about how
believe it's
talking about
Kalam. Even if I brought back Muhammad, peace be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in person, and Jesus and Moses, and all three of them stood together, and they told Kalam, it is us who were sent by God. Kalam will say, no, I don't think it's you guys, it's someone else. So Kalam is one of those people.
One minute,
who-
Kalam,
who-
is that what you're saying though?
What's that?
Yeah.
What you just said?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I
what
was-
Kalam is
to be
saying.
honest with you, I wasn't
Guys,
listening.
family, people, thank you so much. You saw the reality of Kalam today. Keep watching. Keep watching.
The camera is off.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Basically,
Don't do that.
Kalam.
Yeah, one
rules and
second.
rule parks is you're not allowed to film without any permission.
Since when?
Since a while.
Since when? Unless you show us some legal document. If you show some legal document, that's when we stop filming. Otherwise, we have police officers that come onto this camera and talk to us. You could go on YouTube and you can see it. The park person,
but you're
superintendent
not-
of this park here, is here,
We're
and he
hearing
talks
you.
with us.
I'm hearing you. You don't need to
All right,
shout.
I'm just letting you know. So we're not going to turn off no cameras. Unfortunately, you lot can come here in force and numbers, but we're not going to stop this. No, you're not going to stop. You're not going to stop our freedom. You're not going to stop our freedom. Unfortunately, this, I hear you, but this is a public park, a public area. We can film if we like. Just as the same way, just as the same way, you can turn on your CCTV, camera right now and film us, and we can take our phones right now and film you.
No, this is Speaker's Corner, guys. This has been here for the last 150 years. No, this is Speaker's Corner for the last 150 years.
This is the Royal Park premises.
Yeah, and this corner from Hyde Park is Speaker's Corner.
But this is Royal Park premises.
I understand
The
that.
Royal Park is hiring us.
Well, this is not a debate. This is not a, no, but we're only discussing this area.
Listen to the radio, man.
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
What are you recording? Is it being reported for anything?
No,
No.
Don't worry.
no. It's our personal use.
Okay.
No,
Well,
even
personal
if it's
use.
being reported, it's not illegal.
Yeah.
Because this place
I'm not
has
saying it's not illegal.
Yeah.
Because of with the Wonderland
Yes.
now, and Royal Park is hiring us because of
No, but this place is an exception.
Basically,
Yeah.
even it's just the way they.
No, he's
with
just
this
getting
on,
the information
it's
on
just
his radio.
security measures. That's what they're telling us. You
Yeah, I hear you.
understand?
I hear
This
you.
is the way they approach it.
I hear you.
You
I hear you.
understand?
I hear you.
It's a funny situation, isn't it?
I hear you. But unfortunately, like, we're gonna continue filming, and there's nothing legally you can do. There's nothing legally you can do for us.
Listen,
To us.
you said it before.
Love.
Listen, if it's being reported and
Yeah.
it's a professional equipment, it's a different situation. Alright?
Yes, no
As
problem.
long
Love,
as
my
it's not
brother.
about that thing.
Yeah,
we know that. We know.
Yeah.
It's just a misunderstood.
No problem.
It's a freedom of speech. You do whatever you like.
No, we
But
understand.
touring is just like
No, you guys
moving
doing your
inside
job.
there.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Thank you.
Love.
Thank you. So again, I don't know why someone why did you put this back? Okay.
Yeah,
So I think we should finish now.
yeah, we'll finish, man. But you gotta let them know we're never gonna back down. Come on now.
Your summary of the discussion.
Oh,
is
the
not
summary.
Is not going to save you.
Okay, the summary of this
not
discussion.
going to save you.
Is the only reason why most Muslims, including Adnan Rashid, believes that this particular prophecy, that he even himself acknowledged that the Jews claim that this is a prophecy to do with the Messiah, is because the name Kedar is
No,
mentioned. Hold on,
wrong,
stop. Let me
wrong.
finish. Let me summarize.
Again.
Let me summarize.
Again.
Let me summarize. So number one is because Kedar is mentioned. Number two, the characteristics. Very generic.
Number one, the characteristics. Number one is the characteristics, and Kedar is a cherry on the cake, as they say, right? Kedar. Even if the word Kedar wasn't there, we didn't need the word Kedar there, because when you look at the characteristics, they do not fit any Jewish prophet.
Do you know what
Those
we should
characteristics do not fit any Jewish prophet.
you know what we should
so
do?
Those were prophecies about another figure who was coming later on in the future with a new law,
Do you know
with
what
a
we
new
should
law for the people, for the world, to spread justice and peace in the world. No better person than Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a candidate for those characteristics, because no one will deny, no serious scholar or researcher will ever deny on the planet that Muhammad indeed and his followers sallallahu alaihi wasallam and radiyallahu anhum ajma'in spread justice on the land. They went wherever they went and they brought a message of peace and justice. Okay, despite what Islamophobes,
Peace and justice, right?
people like Pamela Geller, Robert Spencer, or Tommy Robinson, or Kalam, despite all of these people, despite what they say,
Whilst Muhammad
okay,
was alive, when was there peace and justice during his time alive?
in the entire Arabian Peninsula, yes.
You tell me when? Give me like a time span.
When he governed the Arabian Peninsula.
He governed the whole Arabian Peninsula in his lifetime. What time span was that?
In the last year of his life, okay, that's a very good question. Now I will answer it because you asked me a question.
Yeah.
The Christians, I'm wrapping up right now. The Christians in Najran, it was a Christian settlement in the south of Arabia. They came to Prophet Muhammad, asked him about his view on Jesus. He waited for the revelations. The revelations came down, and we have chapter 3, verse 59 onwards, those revelations, right? And he went back to the Christians. He told the Christians as to what the Islamic view on Jesus is. They said, we don't accept it. Now what? He said, okay, go back to your places, your settlements in peace. You will live under the protection of Allah and His Messenger. We will protect you and your property and your churches and your enclosures and your cattle, and everything will remain as it is today.
Are they still there now?
Status quo. Wait, now listen. Now listen. Now this is how Islamophobes work.
I'm asking,
when
are
you
they
bring
still there
something,
today?
when you bring something positive about Islam, it stings them, and they want to come back with something negative, right? And they don't know what they're talking about in the first place.
Fear of Islam.
Okay,
I don't fear Islam.
Of course, it's
So
irrational
don't
because
call me an
it's irrational because you are ignorant about Islam.
I'm not
Ignorance
ignorant.
is irrational.
I'm very
Ignorance
acknowledged
is
about
always irrational.
Islam.
Ignorance leads to irrationality. Okay,
When
so
do
that's
you see,
why.
when do you see me being scared of Islam? What's up with you?
You're
I
not
can
being
say I'm an
scared.
Islamophobe.
No, you're not scared. You're
Don't
just
say
from-
that. Come
no,
on, man.
You dislike Islam.
I don't
or
dislike
you
Islam. I
d-
dislike your claims.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, that's all.
Anyway, so Prophet Muhammad told the Christians of Najran, and this treaty, which was agreed upon between the Prophet and the Christians of Najran, can be found in a book titled Futhul Buldan, written by Imam al-Baladhuri. Okay, the treaty, the entire text is there, and if you want to see it in English, it is in my book, Islam's War on Terror, free of charge, available online. Google it with my name, Adnan Rashid, Islam's War on Terror PDF. You will see the first link, click on it, download the book, all the treaties, this one and more is there.
And how long did that last?
Okay, now
How long did that
that lasted until the life of the Prophet, and after that the Prophet commanded his companions to drive out Jews and Christians from the Arabian Peninsula, because this is the hub of our power. Drive out. It's like having a mosque in White House.
Wait.
Right?
So
Imagine having a mosque
you,
in White House.
I gave you protection. Then afterwards, I drove you out.
Yes. To where?
I don't know.
To where?
You said it.
Okay. The Christians and the Jewish people were rehoused in Jerusalem, where they wanted to be, and in Jerusalem they were given absolute freedom to live as they pleased.
They
right?
wanted to be there.
Yes. Yes.
They wanted to be
Yes.
uprooted to
The
go
Jews,
to Jerusalem.
the Jewish people,
I'm talking about the people in Najran.
the Christians,
Yeah.
even if they didn't want to be there, if it's the hub of Islam,
Yeah.
and the Prophet thought that keeping a non-Muslim settlement too close to Mecca or Medina is detrimental to our
you know what?
security,
Do you know what?
or something like that.
Do you know what?
For example,
See what? I'll tell you who was really just during the time of Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah.
The Najashi. Why do I
Okay.
say that?
Yeah.
Because guess
because
what?
he was black.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Because
Why? Why?
Muhammad himself actually stated it.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, he allowed other people to come and live.
And-
hold on, and live with him, protected them.
you like Najashi?
Hold on, no.
You like Najashi?
No, protected them. But it seems as though Muhammad.
Do you like Najashi?
Hold on.
Do you like
It seems
him?
as though Muhammad was being.
Do
a
you
bit-
like Najashi?
It seems as though Muhammad, according to your statements, I'm not saying that Muhammad actually did this. According to your statements, he was a bit two-faced. Yeah, fam. Fam, don't worry, roll with me. You got protection from me. Don't worry about that.
Muhammad didn't talk like that.
Hey, yo,
he didn't
fam,
talk like that. Fam, blood.
Make sure you drive.
Yo.
Make
Muhammad
sure you
didn't talk like that.
Make sure you drive them all out.
No.
Make
wait.
sure you drive them all out.
Muhammad
When I'm gone,
our
drive
prophet,
them all out.
Our prophet,
Does that sound just to you?
Our prophet did
That
not
sounds a bit
talk
two-faced.
like that.
That
He
sounds a
didn't
bit
talk like the
two-faced.
fam, blood. Let's go. Yo. You know,
That-
he didn't talk like that.
That sounds a
Our
bit
prophet
two-faced.
was a decent man.
I'm not saying he didn't.
And-
Just what
and-
you just said makes him sound two-faced.
Yeah. And no. It's not two-faced because when he died, he told his companions that within the Arabian Peninsula, you cannot allow another religion to exist. And we have unapologetically, unashamedly, we stand by that. Why? Because this was a strategic move on his part.
Yeah.
Because it was, why? You want to know why? You want to know why?
I wanna know,
Come close now.
was
Come
that-
to the camera now.
I want to know, was that just though? Was that just?
Yes,
Was it just?
of course.
Okay, cool.
When Muhammad passed away, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was being threatened by who? You tell me who?
You tell me.
No, you know.
Tell me.
You seem to have a lot of
Tell me,
knowledge in
tell me,
Islam.
tell me.
Tell me. Who was threatening Muslims more than anyone else?
The Christians from Najran.
No. No.
I
Let's
know
not-
no.
Someone-
I know no. So I want to know why did he
No, you don't
evacuate
want to listen,
them?
Kalam. You don't want to answer the question because it's going to expose you again as a
okay,
liar.
tell me then,
right?
tell me who.
Who was threatening the Muslims
ignorant, tell
near
me.
the end of the Prophet's life? I'm going to justify it now. His actions.
After he conquered Mecca, what are you talking about?
Yes.
I don't know. Tell me.
You know. I know you know.
I don't know.
Because
I thought he was
well,
the
no.
Supreme Force at that time.
Kalam told me once that he reads volumes upon volumes.
I do.
On Islamic history.
I do.
And this is a basic fact known to a child
But guess what?
who learns the history of Islam.
But guess what?
Who
Once
was
you-
threatening the Muslims near the end of the Prophet's life?
Tell me, because once you told me that he was 100,000
Okay.
deep,
Now I'm going to tell
100,000
you.
plus millions
Watch.
deep, yeah? I
Watch.
didn't know anybody who could
Watch
threaten
when
him.
I'm going to answer the question.
Go ahead.
Kalam is going to go. Yeah.
Go ahead, let me
Yeah.
hear.
No, watch when I answer the question.
no.
Kalam is going to nod as if he knew the answer. Right? You don't
I'm not. If you say tell me the Jews, I'm like, right, I didn't even know that, fam.
No,
No, I did
Romans.
not. Romans, okay.
Romans. Because the last army the Prophet was sending to was going to fight the Romans. Romans were who? They were Christians. Byzantines. The people of Najran were who? They were Christians. It is very natural to protect yourself against the enemy, to move away from the enemy. Okay? Because Christians will side with who? The Christians, right?
And the Jews.
So he told, and the Jews will side with who? The Jews, right? So the Prophet, to protect his community, he issued a strategic command that all the Jewish people and the Christians kindly should move somewhere else out of the Arabian Peninsula. And they were rehoused, they were replaced, they were put in other places in justice, in compassion, and in mercy. So Kalam now,
If that's what you want to
If
believe,
that's what I'm saying.
because I know fully well during that time period there was loads of battles, loads of wars, loads of prophets arising during that time period, and they were all fighting each
Loads
other.
of prophets
So
arising.
I don't know about what you're saying to me.
Okay.
It's your claim,
Of
and I'm
course.
gonna leave you with it.
So-
I'm gonna leave you to finish out. Close out, because everybody needs to go.
Okay. So Kalam has said what he had to say. My request from people who are listening right now is to go and study. Read books, not like Kalam does, or not like even I do. Don't even have to listen to me. But it's an advice which makes sense. I'm sure it makes sense. If you want to know about a topic, pick up a book written by an objective scholar, someone from a reputable institution like Cambridge, Oxford, Harvard, Columbia, Pennsylvania, or one of the universities who have published a book on a history. Read that. If you're going to go and read online on Google, or if you're going to read from the enemy about a religion, you're always going to get the negative stuff, always lies. It's like if you want to learn about Judaism, you're not going to Hitler to learn about Judaism. You're not going to ask Hitler to teach you on Judaism because that would be unfair. Likewise, if you want to learn about Judaism, go to objective scholars who have written books on Judaism, like with Islam and Christianity, and you will learn about them. Thank you so much for listening. It was a long discussion. My voice is gone. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Where is he gone? Sayyid. Sayyid.
From your
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. Listen. COE. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky YG. I just listen to
COE.
Man don't listen to BBC. Man don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky, man. Man just listen to COE. Man just listen to COE.